Next year I'm gonna have to help you with all these Christmas gifts because...
Can't we just put them in boxes?
What's so special about a box?
Well, you still get what's inside. You don't have to deal with all this
well, trust me on this. Ripping off the paper is only half the fun, especially for someone Michael's age. But be sure to tell him I said happy birthday, okay?
You're not going to Michael's party?
I can't. Okay, look, I know nothing could keep you from going to Harley's, but you're barely out of the hospital, so don't push yourself. If you feel like you're getting weak or any dizziness or anything like that, this is me trying not to over and obviously not doing a really good job. I'm just really worried that some little kid there is going to throw something and hit you in the head exactly where you got your surgery done. Okay, I know I'm being ridiculous. Thank you for not telling me. I appreciate it.
I promise we'll leave the party if people start throwing things at my head.
Okay, I'm trying to give you some space. Imagine that, and actually be nice to Carly. This way she can enjoy you without having to worry not to pick a fight with me.
If something is wrong, you know you can tell me.
Come on, go on. You're gonna be late. Let's go. Hey, Jason. I'm gonna get stronger. It's just gonna take some time. You know what?
The purpose of this deposition is to record a truthful account of the events.
You can relax, Miss McCall. You're not on trial here.
No, of course I am. Alexis is defending a psychotic killer, and the only way she can get him acquitted is by making me look bad.
Perhaps you should explain the concept of a hostile witness to your client.
It means that the jury will be warned in advance that your testimony is biased and prejudicial.
That whack job shot Jason, tried to rape me twice. I am absolutely biased toward giving him the death penalty.
Could you please read that back?
That whack job shot Jason, tried to rape me twice. I am absolutely biased toward giving him the death penalty.
Thank you. When you say Jason, I assume you're referring to Jason Morgan. He's your live-in boyfriend.
No, I am referring to the man that saved me from your client. He is the one who went back into the Glencoe tunnel and risked his own life to defuse the rest of the bombs. You remember that night, don't you, Alexis? The night you almost died in a train crash. Obviously, it doesn't matter that he made the rest of us suffer. But what if your daughter had died that night, on the day that she was supposed to be born? Would you or would you not still be defending Manny?
Your feelings for defense counsel have been duly noted. I would appreciate it if you could just answer the question, please.
The answer is no. Jason is not my boyfriend. He is my fiancé.
You do reside with him here in the Harbor View Towers, Penthouse 2, is that correct?
Yes.
You stated that Manny Ruiz shot Mr. Morgan in front of you.
After he groped me and handcuffed Jason to a chair, yes.
Would it be fair to say that Mr. Morgan hates my client?
I can't speak for Jason.
Are you answering for him now? Did Jason Morgan tell you what to say in this deposition? Did you know Manny Ruiz prior to the evening of October 13th when he allegedly broke into your home that you share with Jason Morgan on Moana Road in Maui?
I knew of him.
Had you seen him?
Yes.
Spoken to him?
No.
So Mr. Morgan was Mr. Ruiz's target that night and you were just a bystander?
A bystander? I was groped. He forced his lips onto mine.
Because of your association with Mr. Morgan?
Counselor, where are you going with this?
According to the police report, when they got there, Mr. Morgan was already holding my client at gunpoint, so we have only his and Miss McCall's word that she was ever attacked. Did you file an income tax return last year?
What?
Did you make an income?
Do I have to answer this?
There's no reason not to, Sam.
No, I did not file an income tax return.
Did you work?
Not an actual job,
Did you pay rent?
No.
Did you buy any clothing or jewelry?
Yes.
How did you pay for that?
How do you think, Jason?
For all your expenses.
Yes.
And now your brother, Daniel McCall, I believe, resides in a group home in Maui. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And who pays for that?
Who do you think, Jason?
Look, Counselor, the prosecution will stipulate that Miss McCall and her brother are financially dependent upon Mr. Morgan. May we please move on?
Yes. We've established that Jason Morgan is your sole means of financial support. So to continue in your current lifestyle, you're compelled to say whatever he wants. Is that correct?
No.
Do you think Mr. Morgan would be receptive if you were to defend my client, if you were to advocate clemency or an acquittal?
Are you kidding me? I would never do that.
Because Jason doesn't want you to?
No, because Manny Ruiz is a sadistic freak. And you're a bitch for defending him.
Call me and we'll fix a date to finish this deposition.
That won't be necessary. Miss McCall was very cooperative, and I have what I need.
What? Because I told the truth? Manny is twisted. And Alexis, you are wrong. Wrong for defending him.
Sam, I was appointed. I don't have a choice. I am just doing my job. However, I do believe that everyone has the right to equal protection under the law.
Okay, so call the ACLU. Have them defend Manny. Why?
You that wasn't an option.
Okay, you know what? Why don't you just admit it? You want this case. You want to get to bask in your own brilliance. If Manny goes free, every other rich, guilty freak out there gets to add your name to their Rolodex. And you know what? You do pay your own bills, so hey, who cares if it's blood money anyway, right?
That's ironic considering what your fiancé does for a living.
That was impressive. Brutal, but impressive.
I was as gentle as I could be under the circumstances. Maybe I shouldn't have deposed her at all. That way I could throw the case for you.
Alexis, your client is guilty.
Not until a jury says so. See, that's the way the law works, Mr. Durant. Do you remember the law, the one you took an oath to uphold?
You remember law school ethics 101? Put the victim on trial. It might come back to bite you.
Thanks for the warning. I'm aware of the strategy.
You're not going to get an acquittal.
Yes, I will, if Sam is your key witness. Now, you want to put a deal, put it on the table now, because after a trial, it's going to be too late.
I blew it.
You're understandably emotional, Sam.
The man attacked me and killed God knows how many people. Why am I wrong for saying so?
Because you sound like somebody who's out for revenge, and that's not what this trial was out to prove.
Really? Well, either Alexis doesn't get it or she doesn't care. Because Manny will kill again. Unless someone kills him first. Hi, excuse me. Can you page Dr. Patrick Drake for me, please? I think he's on the rounds. Okay, thank you. Oh, hey. Feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you for asking.
You must be looking forward to the trial. Sitting back while the great Alexis Davis tries to convince the jury what a changed man you are. I know better. You are the same sick freak that you have always been, and I will make sure the jury knows it.
Officers, this confrontation isn't helpful to anyone. Could you please take him back to his room?
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. And I'll keep telling you until you believe me.
Screw you, you psycho pig.
Please. Thank you. Sam, you have to avoid any more confrontation with him. It's not going to resolve anything.
Really, it must be nice being all detached and professional. At least you're earning a big, fat, healthy paycheck for defending a killer, right?
I'm donating my fee to a woman's shelter. This isn't personal. The last thing I want to do is to add to your pain in any way. My best advice to you is to go home, wait for a subpoena, and if called to testify, just tell the truth as clearly and as simply as possible. The legal system has flaws, but it can work, and if Manny is guilty, let it come out in court.
Okay, then. Well, let's see how you feel when you are in my place. Because if Manny gets set free, sooner or later, he will come after.